Hello everyone. Today let us know about the project Dance Academy Management System. So first let us extract the zipped file Dance Academy Management System. So let us extract it now. So we can see that the file is extracted and we can see the folders inside the file. So there are many other files which are again zipped inside or compressed inside. We have to extract all the folders. So first let us extract the source code because we need source code and the database backup for executing the project. So I am only extracting those two folders. So we can see that a source code file has been extracted. Now let us extract the database backup file. This is a small file, it will be extracted very soon. Yes, it is done. And inside the database backup file we can find the SQL source file which is required for the database purpose, and in the source code we can find all the PHP source files which are required to execute the website. So we can see here all the folders and the files. So we have to copy the source code file or folder to the place where we have installed the XAMPP control panel. So we need XAMPP control panel to execute the PHP programs. So here inside the XAMPP in htdocs folder we have to paste the source code file. So we have pasted here, and inside that folder we can view all the files that are required for the execution of the program. So now let us copy the name of the file, that is source code, and let us start the XAMPP control panel. So here we have to start Apache and MySQL servers. Two servers are required for the execution of the PHP MySQL project. Now open the browser. Here you can use any of the browsers. I use Chrome browser. So type localhost /php myadmin. So this will open the PSQL. This will open the MySQL server, wherein databases we have to type the name of the database. So while we extracted the database project, we saw the name of the database, that is Danzography. So let us create the database. So we can create the new tables here, but we already have the SQL source file. So let us import it. So click on the import, and from the place from where we have extracted, so I have extracted in the project folder inside the database backup folder, and let us copy the file and let us click on import. So this might take some time depending on the size of the file. So once it is done, we can view all the tables and the data that is present inside the SQL file. So here we can see there are 15 tables, that is attendance, branch, category, competition, competition status, competitor. So there are many tables are there. Now let us execute the project, that is localhost /source code. So this will open the website Danzography. So Danzography, it is for training. It is a training center which aims to create a computerized system to manage the various aspects of a dance training center's operations. Danzography system keeps track of all dance academy informations like student inquiry, registration information, fees payment details, learners attendance details, staff information, and keeps track of dance academy day-to-day transactions. So here also the students can register themselves and they can participate in various competitions, and through the system itself the winners are announced, and different events that are to be celebrated in the dance class will be updated through the events. So now let us log in as the admin. So the admin has the default login ID as admin and the password is admin admin admin. Then click here to log in. So now we can see we have logged in as the employee or admin, and we can view the dashboard. This includes all the total number of records that are there in the database. And in the employee account, we can view the profile of the employee, where the employee profile has got the name of the employee, login ID, image, date of birth, gender, and the employee profile details. And in the change password, the employee can change their password by entering the old password followed by the new and the confirm password. Under branch, the admin can add the branches, that is in which different locations the dance class is located. The branch details can be added here, and in view branch, the different branches of the dance class can be viewed, and any details has to be changed, then it can be edited. And if the admin want to delete the records, they can also delete the branch records. Under dance form, the admin can add the different types of dance forms that are available in their dance class. So while adding the dance form, they must add what is the fee structure for the dance form and how many participants can be join the dance form. And in view dance form, the details of the dance forms can be viewed and it can be edited as well as deleted. Any student who wishes to join the dance class must register for the dance class and then they have to log into the portal. To make the student registration, the student must enter their name followed by their email ID, then the password and the confirm password must be entered. So the login ID for the students will be their email ID and the password what they enter during the registration. Then they must mention their gender and their phone number, and also they must upload their image. So this is at the time of registration. So let us upload one photo. Then click here to register. So the student registration is done. Once the student registers, then they can log into the portal by entering the email ID and the password. Click here to log in. So here we can see the dashboard of the student. So here the student can update their profile. So in the profile they can give some extra informations about them, that is their date of birth, they can select their date of birth, that is year, date and month must be selected. Then the address of the student can be mentioned here, then the state, city and the landmark. So this is for the purpose of the dance class, to have the record that from where the student will come to the dance class. Depending on that, in which branch they can join can be decided by the dance class. Pin code. So click on update profile. This will update the profile details of the student. The student can also change their password. Under student account, in change password, they can make changes to their password details, that is by entering the old password, then the new and confirmed password must be entered. Under dance classes, they can view the different forms of dances that are available in the dance class. Along with the dance form, the cost of that particular dance form for a month is updated, and the student can decide to which form he or she want to join, and then by clicking on join class, they can view the complete details of the dance form and what is the number of registrations available for that particular dance form is also mentioned there. And if the student want to join, then they must make the payment for that particular month, and only then they can join to the dance class. So here the payment type either credit card or debit card, then the card number must be mentioned, then the branch of the bank and the expiry date, CVV number must be mentioned here. The payment is auto generated, the full payment must be made. So once the payment is done, the bill is available for the students and it can be printed for their purpose. So once the student makes the payment, they are joined to the class, and under view joined class, they can view the class details for which dance form they have joined, what is the payment they have done. All the details can be viewed here. So now let us log out from the student. Now let us log in as the employee. So the employee must use their login ID and password. So once they enter the login ID and password and click here to login, then they can log into the web page, and here under dance forms, under view joined class. So here the admin or the employee can view the different students who have been joined to the dance class and the total payment done by them, and if there is any pending payment, they can also view that. Under attendance, the admin can give the attendance to the students. So here for each day they can give the attendance by selecting the date, and they must select the employee, that is who is the trainer for that particular student and whether the student was present on that day. If the student was present, then the attendance should be selected as present. If absent, it should be selected as absent. And in attendance report, by selecting a particular date, they can view the attendance status of that particular date. So here they can also view who is the trainer as well as whether student was present for the class. And a report in student report, they can view the different students who have been registered for the dance classes with all their details, and it also includes the students who have been left the class also. So here the complete details of the students who have been registered for the dance class are available to view. In the transaction report, the total income or whatever the amount that has been come to the dance class can be viewed here. That is of different types of transactions, maybe that is by the rent or by the income or by the competitions. Through any means, what and all transactions that has been happened can be viewed here. In competition, under new competition, the employee or the admin can add the new competitions that are to be held in the dance class. So here they must type the title of the competition. Once they type the title, then they must give some image or icon, and the competition details must be mentioned. That is, it might be the rules regarding the competitions or related to the doubts or enquiries or instructions that has to be given for the participants. The complete details about the competition must be mentioned in the competition details, such as the present competition title, it is Threads of Tradition. So where Threads of Tradition, what does the meaning of that? So here it is any form of Indian traditional forms of dance can be performed, not the Western, only the traditional forms such as folk or any other traditional forms. So here the judges' decision will be final. Students can perform for 5 plus 1 minute. So here the timings allotted for the students is mentioned. Then the usage of properties, then in what basis marks is given, then about the performance, about the registration. So all these details are mentioned. Then scheduled date, that is from which date to which date the competition will be held, and the registration or participation fees. What is the fees for the competition, that is for the students to participate, what is the registration fees? Then they must select the status as active and clicking on submit. So this will add the competition record. So now let us log out from the admin. Now let us log in as the student. So the student must log in using their email ID and the password. So once they log in, under competition, they can view the current competitions. So in competition, they can view the current competition. So here, the different competitions that are to be held in the Danceography or in the Dance Academy can be viewed by the students, and if they wish to participate in any, they can click on participate, or if they want to view the competitors, they can view the competitors. If the student want to participate, then they have to click on the participate competitor, and then they must make the payment, that is the registration fees must be paid by them by entering the payment details. So here the payment details are same, that is either the debit card or through the credit card they can make the payment. So once they make the payment, bill will be generated and this can be printed by the students. So in the joined competition, the students can view in which and all competitions they have joined, and they can also view the competition details and the competitors. They can view the amount paid by them and the competitors can also be viewed by them. So now let us log out from the student and let us log in as the admin. So the admin must log in using the admin login panel, where they must enter their login ID and their password. Once the admin logs in, under competition, in view competition, the admin can view the different competitions that has been added, which are held and which are to be held. So which can be edited as well as deleted. And here in view competitors, the different students who have been registered to participate in the competition can be viewed by the admin. So in enter competition result, so once the competition is done, the admin must update the result in the portal by selecting the competition. So the which competition we have put up, that is Threads of Tradition. So let us add for the round 1, that is let us assume that round 1 is done, and out of the 7 participants, let us eliminate 2 of the participants. So here we are assuming that the students have participated in the dance competition, and out of the competitions they have the ones who have secured the least rank are going to be eliminated from the competition. So let us eliminate two students based on the least rank, that is the one who has got 7th and the other who has got the 6th rank will be eliminated. Clicking on submit will be updated in the portal. So now let us we can see that there are 5 students left for the second round after the first round. So let us assume that second round is done, and in the second round now we have to eliminate any one student. Not any one student, the student who has got the least point. So let us eliminate the student who has got the 5th rank. By mentioning their rank, we have to click on submit. So we have done elimination of 2 rounds. Now for the third round we have 4 participants. Let us assume that third round is done, and in the third round let us eliminate one student. So the student who has got the least rank will be eliminated. We can also write the points what they have secured. So here I am writing the rank. So let us click on submit. So now we are done with the 3 rounds and we have 3 students left for the final round. Out of the 3 students, now the dance class must declare the winners. For that, in view competition, here they must select the competition, and then the details of the competition can be viewed, that is the total number of rounds held, total number of competitors, the number of eliminations done, and by clicking on winners list, the Dance Academy must announce the winners to the public. So here we are assuming that the final round is done and the scores of the students are available. So by this means the winner, that is the one who got the first rank, the one who got the second rank, and the one who got the third rank, along with their points scored, must be mentioned, and it will be announced for the public. So by clicking on submit, the winners will be announced in the portal. Once the winner is announced in competition, under competition result, the dance class can view the different competitions that has been held, and by clicking on competition result they can view the winners of the competition along with the eliminations done in different rounds. That is the contestants who have been eliminated in different rounds as well as who are the winners can be viewed in the portal. Under events, in add event, here the admin can add the different events that has to be celebrated or that are going to be celebrated in the dance class. So let us add one event here. So I am going to add International Dance Day, and let us select some image, and the date of the event must be entered. Then the description about the event, that is what will be celebrated in the event, or why the event is celebrated, then in which location the event is going to be celebrated must be mentioned, and it will be published in the web page. So the different events that are added can be viewed under view event. So we can view the event which we have added. It can be deleted as well as edited. So under events, if you click, we can view the upcoming events. By clicking on read more, we can view the details of the event. Under rental, so this is for the dance class to keep stock of their costumes. So they will rent the costume to the different customers, and here the category will be added, that is what category of costumes they have in their stock or in their dance class. So they must enter the name of the category, then some image for the category that must be selected, then description about that particular category can be written. So this is the costumes of hip hop. So for different categories of the costumes can be there. Then click on the status and click on submit. So whichever category is added, it can be viewed under view category. So different categories can be viewed, which can be edited as well as deleted. Under various category, the different costumes will be added. So in rental, under add costume, here the admin can add the costumes that has been purchased by them by selecting the category. And once they select the category, they must select the photo of the costume. They must upload the photo of the costume which they have purchased. So this is only for their purpose. This rental portion or rental part, it is not available for the public. This is only for the admin and the staffs of the dancography to keep track of their costumes. So let us select one picture, then the name of the costume and description about the costume, that is what are the things that are there with that costume, how many sets are there, the quantity, and what is the cost they have given while purchasing the costume. Then rent amount, that is at what price they are renting that particular costume to the customer for one single day. Then the description about the costume. By clicking on add costume, the costume details will be added to the database. And under rental, in view costume, the different costumes that have been purchased by the dancography or dance academy can be viewed. And here the purchase cost, what is the total quantity they have got and what is the amount they are giving for, in which amount they are giving for the customers can be viewed. Under costume rental, so now if any of the customer comes to the dance academy to rent for the costume or to rent a costume, then that details must be entered here. That is the name of the customer, the contact details and address of the customer. Then they must select the costume, that is which costume they are purchasing or which costume they are renting. Once they select the costume, the available quantities can be viewed and how much quantity they need. Then from which date to which date they need the costume must be selected. So if they click on add, it will be added and the details can be viewed. If they want to purchase more, if they want to rent more costumes, then they can select the costumes and they can just select the date, from date and to date, and they can click on add. But here I am not adding because I just want to rent only one costume. So here the total rent of the costume for one day is 500 rupees. So the customer must make some advance payment. So once they make the advance payment, we can view that balance amount is generated, and once they click on submit, we can view the bill here, and the balance amount is 400, that is they have paid 100, they must pay 400 rupees when they return the costume. So we will be closing the rental account when the customer returns the costume. So now we can view that in the transaction 400 rupees is balance amount. If they click on receipt, here if the customer is returning the costume, then click on close account and when the account is closed, which means they have made the full payment and they have returned the costume. So this is about the process of renting. Under report, in student report, the admin can view the student details, and in transaction report, the admin can view the different transaction reports. The admin can view as per date, as per the type, or the admin can also view search in the search bar for different types of payments. That is, what is a payment that has come from renting, what is a payment that has come from competition. They can just search for competition and they can view all the amounts that has been come only by the competition. So now we can see that if we type competition, the records which have come through competition can be viewed. So here they can view, they can have a rough calculation of what is the amount they have received through competitions. So let us log out from the admin. So this is about the project Danceography or Dance Class or Dance Academy Management System. So thank you for watching the video. For further queries, kindly visit our webpage. Thank you.